Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the building. Bring out the red carpet. The traffic in it and with Britt.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for the Nets, they've got Griffin. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the small forward. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Here's Holiday. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Now here's Durant, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable pop-up. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already. I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Brown kicks to Harden. Outside, KD. Off target from outside. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's DiVincenzo. Stolen by Durant. A solo fast break. The 3 from Harden. Milwaukee with the rebound. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Outside Holiday. The rebound by KD. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. No good from outside.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Brown finds Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Now here's Harden. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a three-point game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Trying to get open is Lopez. Tipped away. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Dinwiddie. After the made shot from Bobby Portis. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. There's 1:40 left to play here in the first. Off the left rim and out. From deep. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Portis kicks to T. Second shot opportunity. Here's Tucker. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Tucker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Nets leading by 5. Here's Luwawu, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Teague to the inside. Portis. Pass to Connaughton. He feeds it to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. 4 on the clock. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Back to Dinwiddie. And that one drops for him.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now T. Pass to Tucker. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time? And we reached the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had...
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. We've got T. E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. The Nets with the lead. Pass to Irving. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance.
Kyrie, such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Brooklyn leading by 4. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. A different look for Milwaukee. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Harden's got the ball. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. Lopez kicks to Middleton. And Harden comes to help. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Got a piece of it. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Harden. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Brooklyn leading by 6.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club. It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Harden against Holiday. Back to Harden. He kicks to KD. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Giannis with it, picked up by Brown. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Brooklyn with the ball. They've got a 10-0 run going. And here we go. Middleton can't get it to go.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Here's Durant, and he uses the glass on the layup. KD's got 6 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Nets.
Here is Harden. 7 points in the game. The dish now to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, he's professional in everything that he does. Durant recognizes that opportunity and turns pro.
Takes it down to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Durant. A shot by Harden, wide open. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Harden's got 10.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage at the end. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Outside Durant. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Stolen by Holiday. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Speed burst that time from Middleton, a relentless penetrator and not afraid to take the punishment.
Middleton hits them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Banked in off the glass.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector. And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game and so hard to guard without fouling.
Back to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Taken away by Holiday. Bucks trail by 14. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Holiday. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Passes it to Middleton. Fires the 3. Milwaukee the rebound, and it's good for 2. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
A minute 50 left in the third. Irving against DiVincenzo. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. 1:22 left here in the third quarter. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Dinwiddie with it. Pass to Irving. Chalk up 2 there. 9 points in the game so far.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The kick out to T. Shot clock at 5. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Forbes can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one's good, Irving.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
20 seconds left to play in the third. Teague finds Portis, and Portis throws it down.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
And here's Irving. 11 points in the game. Goes up the baseline. They get it back, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Teague for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's Connaughton, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Brooklyn turns it over again. So for the Nets. Here's Teague. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Portis, the pass to Tucker. The pass to Connaughton. A 3-ball. James Harden with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Brown kicks to Griffin. Pass to Harden. And they go to the intentional foul. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Man, there are not many times where DJ does not just rip that rim down.
Griffin against Antetokounmpo, and he banks in the layup.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
On the wing, Harden. For 3, Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 17.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Offensive rebound. Brown kicks to Griffin. Launches it. No good. Shot missing. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's Durant with the rebound. The 3 from Harden. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Giannis outside. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter, and the shot is good.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Here's KD. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Durant.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Middleton can't get it to go. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Lopez with the steal. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. .32 seconds left in the 4th. Holiday against Harden. Kicks it out to Giannis. Feeds to Middleton. Lopez left side. Middleton trying to break free. And Brook Lopez the bucket on the assist by Middleton.
Well, no hesitation whatsoever from Brook Lopez at that range.
Outside Irving. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And don't let the high fashion fool you. These...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Jordan. And it's KD in at the small forward position. Now, here is Young outside Collins. Stolen by Harden. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Brown against Young. It's Brown with the drive. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Brown's got the game going here with the first basket for Brooklyn. Young passes to Bogdanovich. Lays it up off the glass. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Now, here is Young. And there's Collins on the assist from Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Jordan. Griffin kicks to KD. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's the Hawks with the ball.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
To the paint, it's stolen by Capella. Young looking it over. Kicks it to Hunter from outside the arc. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it's Griffin with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Brown drives in, can't get it to fall.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And he commits the intentional foul.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Okongwu misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. It's the Nets now. Irving passes to Green. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Atlanta's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Williams dishes to Okongwu. Pass to Williams. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Oh, tenacious attack by Irving. The handle, the speed. Look out.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Lou Williams, FDGA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score, an instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Williams passes to Herter. Now here's Reddish. He kicks it to Gallinari. Passes it to Williams. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
How about Lou Williams playing through the contact? Nicely done.
Now here's Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 6.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Williams. Rebound, Brooklyn. On the wing, Irving. Outside, Green. The pass to Dinwiddie. With 2 seconds left. That one wide left. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets. They're up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talking.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Luwawu, also Green out there, and it's Claxton in at the 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Hands it from downtown.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
The kick out to Young. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Durant with a wide open look. No good with the triple. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 4. Capella, the pass to Herter. Young outside. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And Those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Now here's Durant. Tight defense on him. And Jordan has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Harden dishes to Jordan. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Durant sends it back.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Capella. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
1:53 left in the first half of the game. Harden outside. Pass to KD. Connects on the 9-footer.
But just the silky smoothness of the release of Kevin Durant. What a treat to watch.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Young finds Collins. And finished off by Collins.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Harden with it. He's got 5. From deep. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Harden outside. The 3. From deep 3-point range, the long distance 3 is buried. KD's got 5 now.
Wow, lights out from distance. Durant with a quick, high release, just a pure shooter.
Young for 3. Doesn't go that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Stolen by Durant. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And Harden with the stuff.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Herter passes to Collins. Young with the ball. Clock at 6. And Jordan sends it back.
But DJ twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
And the jam by Harden.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Young for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead. And that'll...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's Brown missing. The Hawks trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now, here is Harden. He's tightly guarded.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Young way outside. From deep. The rebound by Luwawu.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Got a piece of it. Fast break, here they come. Goes up, and Green slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And finished off by Collins.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Here's Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Brooklyn with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Young kicks to Collins. Young pass to Collins. No good on the triple. And here are the Nets. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Back to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Claxton. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Claxton's got his first basket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Young. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-5 run here. Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. Now Irving. He's got 12. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Young outside. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
6-second difference between shot and game point. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Hawks making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Molinari comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Williams in for Young. Reddish the pass to Gallinari. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nets lead by 12. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
The opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Nets leading by 11. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Durant. Count the basket.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Here's Williams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Harden surveying the D. Now here's Durant. Defense right on him. And Jordan gets it to go.
Boy, this guy has run this play so many times. DeAndre Jordan understands how to read the defense.
Williams kicks to Reddish. He dishes it to Okongwu. Here's Gallinari. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Harden against Williams. Harden dishes to Griffin. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Lou Williams is the all-time leader in points off the bench, but don't sleep on his passing game. What an assist.
Harden the pass to KD. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in.
I think Kevin Durant prides himself on doing everything at an elite level. And really, think about how he's improved his defense in the prime of his career.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Gallinari throws it down.
Yeah, I like to see Gallinari attack the basket. It provides a nice counterbalance to that shooting ability.
Harden outside. Durant for 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 14. Here's Reddish. Trying to find Gallinari and gets it to him. Great D that time from Griffin. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. The three from KD. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Harden kicks to Irving. Jordan the pass to Irving. From deep, Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
That one drops for him.
Confidence and composure in the paint. Danilo Gallinari from inside.
Irving kicks to Harden. Pass to KD. From deep three-point range. No good that time.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant in at the small forward. Harris's shot is off. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Harden the pass to Jordan.
Are you kidding me? Boy, DeAndre Jordan still able to throw down these fantastic dunks. And he loves when he gets a chance to do so.
Now here is Harris. Up top, Embiid. Outside, Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Thibault. Shoots over Brown. Bank shot. No good.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better, and not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. He was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Simmons finds Curry beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Curry passes to Harris. That's tipped. Stolen by Durant. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, guys are a little shaky when they're around Durant because defensively he's got long arms, he's active with his hands, and that's why he comes up with those steals.
Now here's Curry. Back to Harris. Curry passes to Harris. Now the pass to Thibault. Back to Harris. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's running. That 3 off the mark. The 76ers trail by 10. Harris kicks to Simmons. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And so they foul intentionally. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's Hill after Jeff Green's bucket. And the basket by Hill.
Man, it's nice to see Hill get busy down inside. Really quite remarkable how he finds ways to score in the thick of things.
Now here's Dinwiddie. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Nice D from Scott. The 76ers trail by 8. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:26 left here in the first quarter.
And the offense early on limited to just jump shots.
Guys, they're having a tough time getting the ball in close. And for the defense, when you can do that, I think you've already won half the battle.
And not going to let him get that easy dunk. Defense stopping the easy 2, but a foul called and a trip to the free throw line instead. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of this game. Scott hits them both. 1:09 left here in the opening quarter. On the wing, Green. Pass to Claxton. Here's Luwawu. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. Clock at 4. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
But they'll get another chance. Here's Scott. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-6 run. Irving kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Green against Irving. And stolen by Howard. Here's Hill. No dice from the high post.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Hilton the pass to Hill. The 76ers with another miss. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 8. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those who want
being from Africa at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Green out there with Scott. Then it's George Hill. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Howard in at the center position. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Hill. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
In last season, just some phenomenal shooting numbers for George Hill. Clark, you know him well from your days in Indiana.
Certainly do, and have great admiration and respect for George. He's a business-like pro. He's the epitome of what it is to be a pro. Consistent work ethic, understands himself, always looking to improve, knows his role, and has always had a calming and stabilizing influence for every team that he's played on.
Here's Claxton. The kick out to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Milton with it. Howard trying to free himself up. Milton's shot is good. Milton's got his second basket of the game.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Dinwiddie right side. Here's Irving. No good there. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harden with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Curry with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Harden dishes to Durant. Inside, kicks it out to Harden. KD against Harris. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Here's Harden. Pass to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Passes to Embiid. Now the dish to Curry. And the layup's good off the glass.
It helps when Seth Curry is on the attack. He wants to get as close to the rim as possible.
Harden kicks to Brown. Back to Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Simmons penetrating. And good that time. Simmons got his first bucket in this one. So it's Brooklyn now, led by as many as 14 points. KD looking around. Durant drawing the double team. Kicks it out to Harden. Clock at 6. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Harris off the drop. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nailed. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have an 8-point lead. And over to and that'll do.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Griffin is out there with Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Brown in at the 2.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively. Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
Simmons against Harden. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Fires from deep. Jordan finds Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Here's Simmons.
Oh, watch out below. Come on now, throw it down. Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Back to Harden. It's hauled in by Thibault. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing here by 8.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Right side, Irving. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
To the inside, Claxton.
Howard is an excellent defender with a wide reach, and because of that, he's really good at contesting shots.
Hill, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
The shot's good from Irving.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
The 76ers trail by 8. Hill with it. Now Green defending. Milton kicks to Hill. It's stolen by Green. One-on-one fast break. On its way from Irving for 2. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Green. The rebound by Jeff Green.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The Nets have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
The 76ers trail by 10. And it's Hill penetrating. Howard. And Howard with the second chance points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And the pass to Green. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. Irving drives in. He gets it in there. Irving's got 6.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
A shot by Milton, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And the basket by Hill.
You got to give credit to how Hill just bounces off contact like it's not even phasing him. I mean, he really knows how to finish in style.
Outside Irving. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the 3. Timeout called the Nets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. Outside Durant, pass to Griffin. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. A 12-point game. Pass to Thibault. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Nets leading by 11. And here's Harden. It's good.
All Harden needs is a little separation. Once the screen comes his way, he's looking to pull up.
Harden's gone 75% from the field. 6 baskets in 8 attempts. Simmons passes to Harris. And it's blocked by Jordan.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Simmons inside. Guarded by KD. Simmons' shot is good.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
The 3 from KD. Good on the triple. And the Nets lead by 16.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Back to Brown. Embiid with the steal. Harris dishes to Curry. Simmons on the wing. Defended by Griffin. It's Curry outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Griffin and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And stolen by Harris. Thibault. Here's Embiid. It's tipped. Stolen by Durant. Passes it to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Harris kicks to Curry. To the paint, shot to stop the run, and Embiid lays it in.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Now, here is Harden. Tight defense on him. The wide open look for Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. It's Curry with the drive. Nets leading by 21.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Griffin finds Jordan. Back to Griffin. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark.
Who got Tobias?
Now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running, and the basket is good.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Durant, the pass to Harden. The kick out to Brown. The tray. And KD, good for 3. And the Nets lead by 20.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
Curry is inside. Harris passes to Curry. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Well, you've got to be conscious of Curry's whereabouts in these situations now because he loves the back-at-you triple.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for The countdown is on. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 4. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Now here is Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Down low. The kick out to Holiday. On the clock. And they pick up 2. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Yep, it counts.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Holiday surveying the floor. On the wing, Giannis. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You know, DeAndre gets that much room, that much momentum. That's what you're going to get.
Giannis outside. Middleton on the wing. Shoots over KD. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan the pass to Durant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, the great ones can do this. When Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's going to score or he's going to get fouled. A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here is DiVincenzo. Holiday off the left rim and out.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Giannis following the bucket by the Nets. The pass to Lopez. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Brooklyn with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Oh.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Pass to Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. Stolen by Durant. Harden with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And the dunk by Jordan.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 10.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Green, he's checked in for Griffin. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Giannis dishes to Lopez.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Holiday against Dinwiddie. Jeff Green on the wing. Back to Dinwiddie. Stolen by Holiday. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Pass to Dinwiddie.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already. And now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Bucks trail by 8. Pass to Portis. Now here's Tucker. Launches a 3. Second chance shot. Here's Forbes. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room. To the inside. Offensive rebound. Claxton. Lays it up and banks it in.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Teague with a clean look. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. We've got Bobby Portis. Teague out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Teague surveying the D. 5 on the clock. From deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Teague's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bucks.
What a sweet-looking stroke there from Teague. He's lethal from the three-point line.
Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Count it.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 7. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Outside Irving. Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by Portis. And on the way from Irving for 3. That shot off. The Bucks go the other way with it. There's the pass to Forbes. Tipped away. Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Pass to Forbes. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Outside Portis. Shot clock at 6. Dishes to T. Takes a 3. The shot missing. Nets leading by 9. Here's Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. And that one's good. Durant.
Is KD stronger than we think? Probably. Muscling in there.
Middleton against Durant. Back to Middleton. 1:25 left now here in the second. Passes it to DiVincenzo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Middleton finds Holiday, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Harden surveying the D. He dishes it to KD. 1:04 left to play here in the half. And the wide open shot from Griffin. Off target from three-point range. Bucks trail by 13. And he makes that one.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. 30 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Durant, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. KD's got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball. Griffin finds KD. To the middle. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, how'd you feel about it? And that's a wrap with the third quarter approaching.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. On out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Oh, that was something else.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 17.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside Holiday. Stolen by Durant. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. The shot misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. From deep. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Jordan trying to free himself up, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by KD.
Yeah, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits to make sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
And Giannis throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Outside Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
I tell you, Durant's ability to handle the ball at his size, impossible to stop on the drive once he gets that step on you.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Holiday against Dinwiddie. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
And that's an intentional foul. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
I got yours.
Irving attacking. Up and in on the layup. And the Nets lead by 17.
Blinding speed there shown by Kyrie Irving on the boost. And when he puts it on the floor like that, he's getting all the way to the rim.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Dinwiddie finds Irving. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Shoots the 3. Forbes can't get it to go.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. On the wing, Irving. 36 seconds left to play in the third. And Green gets it to go.
Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Teague for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets leading by 17. The pass to Luwawu. Outside Irving. Inside, and Green slams it in.
So good at knowing when to shoot and when to pass off the screen. Kyrie Irving dictating the defense that time.
Here's Connaughton, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Nets, up 19. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. PJ Tucker is out there with Portis. And there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Irving. And yes, it's good.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused, not going to be denied down there.
A different look for Milwaukee. The Bucks shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Green. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Brooklyn leading by 19. Now Harden. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Durant down low. Defended by Middleton. KD can't get it to go. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Harden kicks to Irving. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
On the wing, Giannis. 5 to shoot. For the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Here is Durant. Pass to Griffin. Jordan against Lopez. Jordan high post. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo against Griffin. Giannis kicks to Lopez. Middleton outside. Here's the 3. They get it back. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it down to Middleton. From downtown, here's Lopez, and at last they get one to fall.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Harden with it. Outside, KD. Griffin trying to get open. Durant, no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Good on the 3-point shot.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. No good on the three. Brooklyn leading by 14. And Harden launches it from deep. And the Nets miss again. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Big stretch here going 10-2.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin.
Wow, hammering it in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Here's Middleton. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
And on the way from Irving for three. Connects from three-point range.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Giannis. He gets that one.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Harden's shot is off. And here is Lopez. He kicks to Giannis. Back to Lopez. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our Starters for Brooklyn. We've got DeAndre Jordan, Harden out there with Johnson, and it's Durant, and it's Griffin in at the power forward. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young, and it's Capella in at the 5. Now, here is Young. Down low. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now here's Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He covers so much ground with every stride. Hard to get into position against KD.
Second free throw, no good. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. It's stolen by Johnson. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And it's Jordan with the jam.
That takes poise, patience, and vision. Great pass by Kevin Durant.
Harden against Young. And it's Bogdanović off the drive.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Harden the pass to Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Clint Capella.
When Durant gets inside, 9 times out of 10, he's going to score or get fouled.
Durant hits them both. For Atlanta, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here is Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. Harden against Young. Harden can't hit. Hawks have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Capella. Great positioning on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Harden. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And then Durant with the dunk.
Beautifully orchestrated play. You put Durant at the finishing end of anything, it's probably a good idea.
Harden against Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Young, good. Young's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And that one drops.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
And Young kicks to Bogdanović. Now Hunter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Collins finds Capella. The kick out to Young. 6 to shoot. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes to Griffin. Now here's Durant. He's guarded closely.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
19 seconds left in the first. to the inside. Good on the bucket.
I mean, Kyrie, too pure of a shooter to let him catch and shoot with that much space.
And here is Williams. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Nets lead by 1. 2K. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. On the wing, Green. Back to Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Williams looking over the floor. Lays it up off the glass.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, and suddenly he hits the turbojet.
Outside Irving. Rebound by the Hawks.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack. And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Williams in the post. Dinwiddie covering. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Lou Williams. Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Aggressive drive by Irving. Defender can't keep up without fouling.
It's his first trip to the line, and it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Young outside. Bogdanovich against Green. The offensive rebound. Collins, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Claxton, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Trae Young. The Nets have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Good on the second free throw. The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Young. 8 points for him. Collins trying to break free. A nice shot by Young. Young's got 10.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Back to Bogdanovich. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Back to Harden. It's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Young up top, guarded by Harden. Pass to Hunter. To the paint. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Capella.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Johnson outside. And stolen by Bogdanovich. One-on-one fast break. Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got it all tied up now for Atlanta. Johnson outside. Back to Harden. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hawks passing it around. Young outside. To the left side wing. Collins wide open. He fires. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Griffin attacking. And Griffin slams it in.
We know how strong Griffin is, but he has the ability also to adjust his body in midair to draw the contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
5 seconds left to play in the first half. Williams, that's for 2. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And it's something that Harden continues to work on.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And that should do it with the second.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Durant. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. And it's Williams with the ball for the Hawks. 7-point differential. Here's Herter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Misses the 3. Harris finds KD. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a Finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
So he gets them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Herter passes to Okongwu. And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. Williams with the ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got 6.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
Harden dishes to KD. Bucket is good.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, the lob to Gallinari.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Nets leading by 7. Harden kicks to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Williams for 3. Jordan with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. It's Harden. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Williams with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Reddish the pass to Herter. Feeds it to Okongwu. Puts it up from 15. That shot missing.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Back to Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. That shot off, and Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Reddish. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Superb focus on the finish by Cam Reddish, showing how cool he is under pressure.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. London thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now here's Dinwiddie. And the shot goes in. And the Nets lead by 10.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Reddish the pass to Capella. And he gets the bucket. Capella's got 12 in the game.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Dinwiddie outside. Bogdanovich against Irving. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Bogdanovich dishes to Reddish. This one for 3. Here's Capella. The pass to Reddish. Moves back up. 6 on the shot clock. Low block shot. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Bogdanovich.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Now Irving. He's got 12. Makes it off the glass. 14 points for him.
And that's vintage Kyrie. He has the blow-by speed to get past defenders off the dribble.
Young fires away from outside. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. And so it's Atlanta with it. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Jordan finds Johnson. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Collins. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Johnson. Jordan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nets. Young against Harden. Young inside. Pass to Reddish. Atlanta again missing.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Young with no one around. The Hawks again can't hit. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. It's stolen by Capella. Bogdanovich with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Atlanta making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Hunter, the pass to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Capella. From the arc. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Irving dishes to KD. To the inside. The shot's good from Jordan. And the Nets lead by 9.
And DeAndre has really beefed up his body over the years, remaining ready for whatever the defense throws his way.
Young way outside for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
So that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's KD. Shooting foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And here is Irving. KD looking around. Just 5 on the clock. On the top of the key, and he hits the jumper for 2.
I mean, another one for KD. Terrific scoring night, even for him.
1:29 left here in the fourth quarter. Young, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Young against Harden, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Atlanta on D. Irving passes to Jordan. Here is Harden, defended by Young. Clock at 6. Back to Irving. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 11.
This is what makes Kyrie so dangerous. He is so proficient from distance.
Young for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Irving against Young. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here is Harden. From deep three-point range. He's off on that one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena.
Hey, Kevin.
With growing together and staying healthy, two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Durant. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Harden in at the point. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. Now here is Harris. Here's Embiid, and that one goes long. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
How about Kevin Durant on the dribble drive? What to do with this guy? He's got so many ways he can hurt you.
Curry passes to Simmons. Back to Curry. Dishes to Simmons. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down right there.
And they double up Brown. Harden outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Passes it to Thibault. And it's Simmons penetrating. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got his second bucket of the game to go.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Now, here is Harden. Some solid defense from Harris.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Simmons dishes to Curry. And it's blocked by Jordan. Embiid against KD. It's stolen by Harris. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Irving against Curry. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Irving looking over the floor. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers, trailing by 2. Now the pass to Milton. Over Irving. Milton finds Scott. Back to Green. Just 4 to shoot. 9 feet out. Rebounded by the Nets.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Irving's shot is good.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Now, here's Milton. He's covered by Irving.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Luwabu's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 4. The drive by Green, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jeff Green picks one up.
Sometimes when a guy is the 46th pick, as Danny Green was back in 2009, he can become an afterthought. But what does he go out and do? In just his 5th NBA season, he wins a championship with the Spurs.
Here's Claxton. 13 feet away. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hill passes to Howard. They double team Howard. Hill kicks to Green. Puts up a 3. They get it again. Howard. Another shot. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 3. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Mike Scott, George Hill out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low. And here's the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, this is something Dwight Howard has always been able to do, right? Attack the defense, apply the pressure, and get to the free throw line.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Hill over to help. Here's Dinwiddie. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Durant.
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
The 76ers trail by 6. Thibault the pass to Simmons. Durant with some nice D. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Simmons. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Brooklyn shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
76ers trailing. Here's Thibault. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
Well, you want to try to stay between Kevin Durant and the basket because he will throw it down if he gets near the cup.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. He dishes it to Embiid. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now Brown. Pass to KD. Shot clock at 5. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
How do you match up with KD? This guy is so good at taking what the defense gives him. Good luck.
Simmons dishes to Curry. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Durant's running, and Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Curry attacking, and Simmons kicks to Curry. There's Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
And that concludes
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Brown in at the 2-guard spot. Brooklyn leading by 11. In transition, here come the Nets. Nets passing it around. It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Harden. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Shoots over Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
The drive by KD. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got 12 in the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Stolen by Harden. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Kicks it out to Harden. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And he banks in the layup. 10 points for him.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 10. It's good on the putback.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Pass to Durant. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Jordan. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Now, here is Irving. Guarded closely. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
You know, Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength, his savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Hill passes to Scott. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Dwight Howard can scuffle a little bit at the free throw line, but I'm telling you, he's still drawing the contact and putting the defenders in bad spots.
Nets leading by 11. Irving with it. 8 points for him. Over Milton. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Green kicks to Howard. Outside Hill. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The leadership that George Hill offers is invaluable. This guy is a phenomenal floor general.
For Philadelphia, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Good on both. 1:57 left to play here in the third. Pass to Green. Back to Irving. And the foul on Mike Scott. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
76ers on defense. 9-point game. Here's Luwawu, headed by Green. And Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got his first 2 points. Philadelphia shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Now, here's Milton. He's covered by Irving. Offensive rebound. Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He's perfect from the line this time. Nets leading by 9. Dinwiddie passes to Luwawu. 1:09 left in the third. Dinwiddie against Hill. Excellent D from Howard. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Taken away. Pushing it up. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Green. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Hill. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Hilton the pass to Scott. It's stolen by Green. Here's Irving. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
For Brooklyn, they have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
What's incredible to me is Kyrie Irving at 6'3". Does he possess incredible eye-popping athleticism? No. But he can create his own shot anytime he wants, and his finishing ability is as good as it gets in the NBA.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Irving. And it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
And so it's Brooklyn. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Shake Milton. Green is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's George Hill, and it's Howard in at center. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Well, what a nice pass by Dwight Howard there, on time and on target.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Simmons finds Embiid. And it's Simmons penetrating.
And the wherewithal by Simmons, sensing the hit coming and adjusting his shot accordingly.
And here's Harden. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
And an intentional foul right there. Simmons inside. KD's on him. Harris kicks to Thibault. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Harden outside. Outside Griffin. Back to Harden. Outside Irving. Irving double team. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now, here is Harden. He's tightly guarded. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Curry dishes to Harris. Count that one.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now here's Harden, defended by Thibault. Durant against Embiid. The 76ers trail by 10. Right side Curry puts it up from 17 and too long on the shot.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside, KD. And the pass to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Stolen by Harden. Jordan the pass to Griffin. Harden has a wide open look, and it's good off the back rim and in. Harden's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn. It's Curry outside. Harris finds Curry. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. That one falls.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Brooklyn.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Now here's Harden. D right on him. He kicks it to Griffin. 5 to shoot. From deep. Some solid defense from Harris.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.